What is going on, guys? Half click up here. Welcome back to the channel. So I was making a chain adjustment here on Trend of the Tiger, and so I got to thinking, and which brings us to today's topic, is you ever see these guys on YouTube that have like freaking fleets of motorcycles? You ever wonder how in the heck they afford to like maintain them and operate them? Yeah, me too. Let's talk about it. Well, so I really got wondering when I got to chain shopping for this Triumph Tiger. So the thing about it is, you know, I've been riding the Fizzer for many years now, and I can get a DID gold chain, you know, 520 chain for under $100. You know, nowadays, you know, materials costs and stuff, inflation, they come in just under $100. But dude, I have gotten a DID chain for that FZ6R for like $75 once upon a time. So I did my first chain adjustment on the Tiger just a few days ago. I have officially put 5,000 miles on this bike. It turned 9,000 total miles. She had just over 4,000 on her when I bought her. And you know, I've taken trips with the boy, old false neutral on the back, and loaded down the panniers with gear and everything else. You know, ran her heavy for long periods of time, and so naturally the chain, of course, being of age as well, has stretched a bit. So long story short, not to drag it out, I was making a chain adjustment because I have a little bit of that surge effect going on because the chain is stretching. And so I just perused eBay a little bit. It's hard to find anything for the Tiger on eBay when it comes to drivetrain stuff, but looking at like chain and sprocket packages on different websites, dude, it costs for a decent name brand chain and sprocket set for this bike almost $300. I'm like, what? Yeah, like $285, man. Gah. So well, that's something I'm gonna have to save for. I tell you what, because I still have just a little bit of surge, not nearly as much since I tightened it up, but still got a little bit of surge going on here and there, and it's aggravating. It's very annoying to me to feel that. Well, and so to get on topic, yeah, I'm not gonna like single out various motovloggers or YouTube channels or anything, but I mean, if you guys follow any of the regulars, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, but they're kind of categorized into two types, right? You have your mega channels, the guys that have over 1 million subs. You know, clearly they've got the disposable income from YouTube and ad revenue to have a plethora of motorcycles, a fleet of motorcycles that they can pay to maintain and to insure, right? That's a thing. But for example, in my case, my Fizzer's paid for. It's dirt cheap to insure. As a matter of fact, to insure both this bike and my Fizzer, it's like $37 a month. That's this one full coverage, and the Fizzer just liability because she's not worth the metal she's made out of anymore. But I am paying a modest low interest note on this machine. So there's that. And I mean, geez Louise, guys, I tell you what, drop a comment down below if you have several motorcycles, and if you don't want to get too personal about your details, of course you don't have to, but how do you do it? Like, comment down below, like, how many bikes do you have? Are they all insured? That's another question I have. So like, do most of these guys that have so many motorcycles, do they insure all of them, or just the ones they ride the most often? And like, perhaps does it change season to season where they're like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna put this one up on the shelf, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the insurance off of her and insure this one and ride her for a little while. Is that feasible? Is that what some people do? I don't know. I'm asking you guys, right? Tell me what kind of scenarios you guys are working with, because I'm super curious. The thing about it is, right, it's not necessarily true that to buy motorcycles has to be expensive, right? Because I mean, look, you can get on eBay, Craigslist, or like Facebook Marketplace and get fantastic deals on used sport bikes. I mean, you can pay $5 grand or less for a really nice motorcycle. You know, nothing wrong with it. Aesthetically good to go and mechanically sound. You don't have to spend a fortune, and I know that's the way a lot of guys do it. There's also guys that are really into flipping bikes, right? You know, there's guys that don't like to be on one particular machine for a long time, and so they'll flip them from season to season. I get that, that's one thing, but what about the guys that like have a full-on garage fleet of motorcycles? Again, that's the topic of consideration today. Now, from the viewpoint of maintenance, obviously, the more bikes you have, probably the less you ride all of them, and so the ultimate effect is that's less maintenance you really have to do on all of those machines, like congruently. Is that the right word to use? I don't know. What is this guy? Is that a real bike? That is a real bike. Oh, he's got the tassels. He's got the tassels, y'all. Let's go, Trenda. Woo. Yeah, buddy. Hey, man, 800 cc's. She gets up, get out of her own way. She sure do. She sure do. So, anyways, yeah, as I come to terms with the fact that I'm gonna have to drop almost 300 bucks on a chain and sprocket set here pretty soon for this machine, because I mean, let's be honest, it is on its factory chain and factory sprockets from 2014, so I should probably address that, especially since I have some surge, some stretch surge, you know. But yeah, I'm curious, guys, how do you guys do it if you got more than, say, 2 bikes, right? Because again, I've got 2 bikes. It's manageable, sort of. How do you do it if you have 3 or 4 or 5 more bikes, man? How do you guys do it? Comment down below, let me know. As always, that's been me, and that's been you. Half click up, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Peace and goodbye.